Hello everybody, it's me. It is me with a brand new phone, and I'm hoping the quality, well, not right now because it's very dark and I don't know, I'm getting closer to everyone unnecessarily, but I hope also the sound is much better. I upgraded from an iPhone 8. Don't judge. And so this is a huge jump. Also sorry for how I look like. I need to wash my hair. Nothing on my face apart from labello. Period. We're here to talk about books because I feel like this channel is really gonna be about books from now on. Hey, if you don't know, I'm a huge lover of books. It's my #1 top hobby. Close to gaming, because I love it about games, I love gaming, but nothing I think we so far, never say never, will surpass my love for books and how high it is. So I wanted to talk a bit about what I read in October and what I'm reading currently, and what I also read in at the start, kinda ish, middle-ish of November now. One of the first books that I started reading, and I had finally the guts to start reading, is Frankenstein by Mary Shelby. Read me? Peaky Blinders. Mary Shelley, Frankenstein. And I have this vintage classics library version, just a very simple, straightforward ice, water, cold, the creature, Victor. Yes, very tiny. I mean, as my head's kind of big, but it is tiny. And I read it for the first time. Don't judge me, I love the smell of bugs and I will sniff them any chance I get, okay? So here, as you can see, whoa, brightness. I do, yes, please don't judge me, I do underline my books. And yes, I do. What did I want to say? I underline my books, and I do write on the margins, and I highlight, and I also have a reading journal as well, in case anybody wanted to know. I have a lot to say about books. Here's some more #2. This is my reading journal. I just write down, whoa, where am I? All of my thoughts and feelings, and whether it's just straight up feelings or it's analyzing, critically reading a text, okay? Both here. I have a Goodreads, everything is in the description, of course. I just got Fable, and I'm dipping my toes into it. I don't know how it's gonna go, I don't know, I'm scared, but I always use Goodreads so far. And I give it a 5 over 5 stars, and it is indeed a classic for a reason. I sobbed a lot. Yup. And at the end of this book, you know what I say? You know what I said? Last page, started sobbing as soon as it ended. And I stared at the wall in front of me and I sobbed profusely as well. Profusely. At the end of this book, this precious book, I actually felt like a huge weight got dropped on the floor from my shoulders, or I don't know where, somewhere, and I just cried like a baby for like, I don't know, a good while. It really got to me. Why am I turning British again? And it's a precious book, and I want to get one of the, you know, fancy, unique versions of Frankenstein, because I want to have it somewhere just looking pretty and also like delivering looks, but also delivering emotional torture. So 2 in 1. Nice. What is that? I don't even know what to say about this. It is about Frankenstein. If you haven't read Frankenstein, please go read Frankenstein. It's never too late. I'm 27 and I read it at 27. And I'm a bit ashamed, but I've read it, okay? And it's one of my faves. I think it will always be one of my favorite books. One of my favorite classics. To be fair, I haven't read a lot of classics, but one of my favorite books in general. The writing is sublime. I love the writing. I love the writing so much. I just love the story. I love what it tries to, not what it tries to, but I guess what it tries to say. The themes, the depth. Anyways, 5 out of 5 stars, even though I don't really like rating books like that, but on Goodreads, I mean, I give it a 5 out of 5, of course, because it's my child. It feels like this is like, also everything behind the author, very heartbreaking, but at the end of the day, it all makes sense when you, like, I would honestly suggest to even read about the author a bit before reading Frankenstein. One of my favorites. I don't know what to say, apart from, obviously, it's a classic for a reason, and I would advise everyone to go and read it if you haven't. Genuinely, so good. Second book I read, which was on my Kindle, was A Darkest Shade of Magic by V.A. Schwab. I read 3 books in October from... Sorry. I look insane probably, and I'm pretty sure I am a bit as well. Okay, let me... See, I start getting excited and then I forget about everything I wanted to say. A Darkest Shade of Magic, which is book 1 in a trilogy. Right now, I'm still kind of reading slowly A Gathering of Shadows, which is the second book in the series. The first one bored me a bit. I don't even know what I gave it. It doesn't matter. 3.5 stars out of 5. I'm sorry. Nobody hates me. I'm not sure if it is for me, the series. I'm still trying to figure that out. I like some of the characters. I like Layla, I think that's her name, a lot. I would like to see where her story and character development goes. But I think book 2 is a bit too slow for me. I think it's a bit slow. I love books with a plot, by the way. I have no issue with a book that's really slow but deep and character-oriented, even if there's barely any plot at all, or any plot at all, honestly. I will eat that up if it truly has a lot of depth and character-oriented, and the characters obviously are written well, and the language in the prose, has to be a lot of things that just fit and click well, even if there's no plot. But if there's a book, don't cack on me, okay? If there's a book like A Gathering of Shadows, where it is kind of plot driven, okay? It's a fantasy world. There has to be some sort of a world, something going on. Not much is happening in any in any direction. Like, the plot is not doing much right now, so I don't know where it's going. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, not much is happening. But also, when it comes to the characters, I don't feel really that connected to them, to be quite honest. I don't feel that connected to them. I like some of them, but liking and truly feeling like, oh, I can connect to them, I am connecting to them, I hold them dear to me. I am actually interested in what will happen to them, because there has been a connection that has been formed because of the author, because of their writing, because of blah blah blah. I don't really feel that. But then we have another book that I read by V.A. Schwab, Heart, and it is, some people don't like it, but I really liked it. It's called Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, and I have the paperback. No, this book actually this book smells so good. If you know, you know. If you don't know, don't call me a creep, because actually nobody, I don't know what I'm saying. This book smells exactly like what the contents are. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm probably insane, and probably everyone thinks I'm insane, and that's fair enough after you heard me say that sentence. Thick boy. Okay, thick girl. Actually, thick girl. It's a thick girl. It's thick girly. It has me check. Damn, I had a lot to say on the last page. It has 533 pages. So it's thick, but not that thick. I've seen thicker books, but I fell in love with this book, to be quite honest with you. I really did. I enjoyed it a lot. I still sometimes look up, because I put the book up there in my little mini library, bookshelf, I mean. And sometimes I look up at it and I'm like, Charlotte. Or I think of a character and I'm like, I think of something that happened in the book and I'm like, and look up, like my children. And then I cry a bit inside and then I move on. So it did have some sort of impact on me. Like I always say, and I keep saying that 50% times if I have to, books are Books are based on a personal preference. At the end of the day, it's art. Yes, you can read a text, a book, critically and analyze it. Yes, 100%. But at the end of the day, a book may give me a specific experience that it may not give you. Or it may give you a specific experience and invoke feelings in an experience that will forever last for you, and you will remember it for God knows how long. But for me, maybe just didn't give me the same experience, and it was a book for me. But that's the beauty of art and books, that it gives us individually what we need, what we want, and for some of us it doesn't even reach us at all. And that's the beauty of it. It's not going to speak to everyone, and it's probably, even if it's going to speak to you, maybe not even going to speak the same things, you know, to each the same exact thing to each and every one single person that sees the art, reads it, whatever it is. So, well, maybe for some of you, for me. Also, another thing, if you're new to me, I break my spines. So please, if you ever see like broken, don't like comment, yeah, I break my spines, I'm so sorry. I know you hate me now and everyone hates me. I would literally like choke on my own saliva probably. I break my spines, sorry. It's my books and I do whatever I please with my books without the love of my heart. And you do whatever you want with your books and I will not police you. I won't say a peep about what you do with your books because you bought them with your own money. So like I bought them for you, and even if I did, I bought them for you probably as a gift, so you can do whatever you want. I got very attached to the characters. Perfect example of a book that it's not really honestly plot driven at all. Barely plot driven. It's mainly about the characters' introspection, about the characters, what they're going through, what they're thinking while they're going through all of these experiences, all of these changes, all of these transformations. How do they live through all of these years? Because, you know, vampires. How do they live? How do they change through the years? Because they live for decades, right? Vampires don't really die unless a couple of things. I don't want to spoil, even though it's kind of general knowledge about vampires. If you're interested, which I am, I love anything about vampires. Don't know why, haven't really thought too deep about it, but let me know if you also love vampire shit, because I love anything about vampires. It was an interesting read. From the very beginning, from the first page, it drew me in and I was like, I don't know, sometimes you just can feel it. I don't know if it's intuition or if it's just like a feeling that you get. But from the very first, Maria, because we have three main characters, Maria, Charlotte, and Alice. Or Sabine as well, you know, they change names sometimes. And from the first page, the writing, first of all, the writing really drew me in. V.A. Schwab ate, and she deserves her ass to be eaten as well for writing this book. Sorry, but it's true. Don't come for me. I didn't say it. Who was that? Must have been the wind. I don't know. But she ate. I don't know. She ate. Period. At least for me. Okay. She ate. In my opinion. I'm scared for the people coming for me. Anyways, but I love doing this. I don't know. Sorry. It must be annoying. I don't know. Chalk me out, I guess. The writing was it really hit for me. I don't know. The writing in this book is so nice. Sometimes though, I feel like it, in some parts, My hands are up. In some parts, I feel like he was a bit drawn out slightly. And also, I think in some parts, the writing tried to be a bit like, drag it out with the deepness. Like it tried to be like a bit deep in moments where maybe, oh my god, what's that noise? I got jump scared again. Tried to be like a bit deep in parts that maybe didn't necessarily need it, or it was like a bit drawn out. In some parts, like, okay, I get it. Like, I get it. Slightly in some parts, maybe, but nonetheless, the writing, I would say for most of the book, it was really nice. I really liked the writing. I really enjoyed the characters, but some of them I got very... I don't want to spoil, so I'm not going to spoil, but it is a frustrating book in some parts. In a good way. I mean, because of the characters and what happens, I don't want to spoil. I felt deeply for these characters, and I don't know, I just had no issue when it comes to connecting with them. I find it very easy to connect to them. I love books that they know authors and writers that know how to draw you in and create this whole environment, create these characters, this writing, this language that truly makes you able to connect to them and the story. And I feel like this book did that for me, okay? For me. I give it 4 stars. Should have probably 4.5-ish, because it's more so towards 5 for me, but still. Maybe one day I'll reread it because I really liked it, but it's thick, so maybe not today. Another book that I actually just finished, 2 days ago? I think this is gonna be one of my fave authors. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. And it's a horror, and it's horror fiction, and it's When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy. Look. Scary. Oh, Spooky the Big Bad Wolf. Oh. First of all, I just want to quickly say, because this is on my mind, I have to say it. Nothing will compare to paperbacks or hardback. Nothing will compare to actual physical copies of books. Nothing. I don't care. I love my Kindle. Kindle, right there. Love her. Honestly, she saved me. Okay, she saved me. She truly did. So nothing against that, but nothing. The feeling of being able to even hold this book now, look at the cover, I still get giddy about the cover. I don't know, to me, looking, touching, smelling, it's a whole experience. Being able to sit down and read it like this, it's just a whole it's a whole experience in itself that no digital, in my personal opinion, reader could ever. Okay, listen to me well. Nothing can replace that for me. I'll gladly read a Kindle book. Honestly, books, the Kindle slay. Comfortable, convenient. You can just take it anywhere. You can have a whole ass library in your pocket, in your purse. Maybe not in your pocket, but in your purse, okay? But building your own little library, touching, smelling, sitting down and opening the book, highlighting if you do that, if you don't, I don't know. You do you. But you know what I mean? Let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer physical copies or e-readers? Thoughts? Me when I quiz you guys throughout the video, because why not? Anyways, back to this wonderful book. This author ended my life. Just kidding. Didn't. Almost. Wonderful. I know I'm going backwards, but it has a wonderful, in my opinion, afterword. A wonderful one, and I do suggest everyone to not skip it, because some of my friends, for example, skip these things, and I beg, read these things. The afterword is so special, and I think it adds to the story even, or to the meaning of the story, I guess. And it's just nice to hear personal anecdotes or personal experiences, personal things from the author, and Nat, in this case, I feel like is very open and vulnerable, and how his personal life and experiences and story relates to the specific fictional story. I gave it 4.5 stars. I don't read many horror books. I don't even... What? I don't read many. I can't speak. Hello, am I here? I don't read many horror books. But this one, I think, set the bar so high that I don't know how to move on from this. Honestly, that's a big thing to say, but I'm scared to start any like a new horror book because, yeah, I was glued. Listen to me. I was glued to my seat. I was glued to my seat when I was reading this. This is how I was gripping the book when I was reading it. Because I was like, oh my god, I'm anxious, I'm scared. I'm standing on the tip of my toes. I am panicking. I'm feeling dread. Wash all over my body. Ugh. I'm being a bit dramatic. Okay, anyways. I don't know how to explain this book. It truly, from the beginning to the end, kept me on my toes. And filled me with, there was this looming, like, looming thread from the back of my head, starting from God knows where, kinda, I felt this dread and anxiety constantly, like, tugging ever so slightly on my head, and I was like, oh my god, Lord have mercy, I can't get rid of this freaking dread and anxiety that I'm feeling through this whole entire book. Every sentence, I would say every sentence. The sentences, first of all, the writing for a horror, this is perfect. You understand? I love the writing for this type of writing for the horror. Very staccato, you know, like something like do, like short sentences, quick sentences, quick writing. No prose, no beautiful describing of things, of experiences. It felt very, even the deepest feelings and themes and traumas that are being discussed in this book are so straightforward and raw, and so straightforward and staccato, I love that word, let me be, and straight to the point, that they truly translate the raw emotions and feelings of these experiences, of these traumas, of these fears, etc. Okay, this book talks about, yes, horror when it comes to creatures and, you know, big bad scary wolf, and I don't want to spoil stuff like that, but then I would say even the main thing is the actual horrors are about the human mind and about human beings and what they go through, what we go through. The horror is in the human fear, the fear of what? Of a lot of things, of abandonment, of not being needed, not being loved, of easily being forgotten, of, you know, who's gonna protect me? This question, or how do I protect? Who's gonna protect me? How can I protect? This question is brought up in this book a lot. And themes of fear, like I said, different types of fear, longing, desire, loneliness, super high expectations, the inner monologues and inner thoughts of these characters are so quick, so raw. It's like, you know, when you have a fear and that fear is so present in you and so loud in your body, in your mind, right? It's quick. It's not like slow, drawn out, at least for me. It's quick. It starts almost like it's like an assault, it's like an attack, and it's quick. It's like tuk tuk tuk, and you get these thoughts one after the other, and that's exactly how this book feels and the writing feels to me, and it really drew me in. One night I was like halfway done. I sat down to read at like 10:30 right p.m. I finished the book at 1:30. I couldn't, you know how many times during those hours I was like, okay, no, I have to put it down because I have to wake up tomorrow early. I couldn't put it down. I don't know, maybe don't really have much self-control, maybe, when it comes to books, sure. Like, I actually couldn't put it down. I don't know what to tell you. I couldn't put it down, and I finished and I cried, obviously, because Who's a big crier? May. Who's emotionally sensitive and gets too into books? Me. Such a good horror. I don't know. Read it, please. I don't know how to explain this to you. Please, please, please read this. It's so good. So good. But I feel like I missed something. I gave it 4.5 because I felt for some reason at the end of the book, I was like, I was thinking like, I like this so much. But I think the reason why I didn't give it 5 stars, not that it matters at all, but I'm just, always going back to Goodreads for some reason, that rating, because I read? What? I rate like 1 out of 5. I'm not, whatever, I'm tired, guys, I'm tired. I think it's because it's one of those books where I don't see myself ever rereading this. Because I think it's a unique experience. You experience it, you're like, whoa, but all the feelings that it invokes in you while you read it, I don't want to experience them again, to be quite honest. But it's special because of that, because it's able, in my opinion, to evoke these feelings in you while you, like, of dread, of anxiety, or like some moments I even felt sick, honestly. I don't know if it's because I'm insane and I get that deep into a book, I have no clue. But if I'm that, sensitive, I have no clue. I don't think I could read it again. And maybe that's why I give it 4.5 and not fully 5, because it's like it's a book that you read, you get the experience, which is wonderful, amazing, truly unique, in my opinion. Again, for me at least it was. You put it on the shelf. From time to time you look at it, you're like, wow, that was a good book. I need to burp. But you don't reread it because, like, I don't want to get hit with the same feeling of, like, same intense feelings that sometimes even felt like I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. Sometimes I had to put it down, even if I didn't want to, by the way. Sometimes I had to put it down. It's like, okay, let me take a break from this book. Let me take a little break from this book. Because I don't know, I feel like it truly spoke to the deepest, like, deepest, like, fears and emotions of a human being, in my opinion, that at least I really could relate to a lot of things in this book. Maybe that's why. And still raw for me, some of these things. So I was like, whoa, I need to put that for me and take a little break. But yeah, maybe that's why. I have no clue. A book that I just started reading with my little pretty bookmark is called, I don't know how to pronounce this book. Please, guys, help me read it for me. I don't know. Palm, like a coconut. Psalm. Guys, for the wild built. An optimistic vision of a lush, beautiful world by Martha Wells, and it's by Becky Chambers. Look at that cute little book. Why am I so tired? I feel like I'm about to, like, fall asleep now. I'm almost at the end. I have like 40-50 pages left so far, which is almost the end. It's a novella, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a novella. It's a novella, and it's very uplifting. After reading such a book, I think I really needed this. And it's a short novella. It's uplifting. It's honestly, in a lot of parts, I found myself just smiling down at the pages, like this. I was like, wow, it's so sweet, so nice. It has been really sweet in a lot of parts, and uplifting and just cozy. Like, I just feel really cozy when I read it. And cozy, like this cozy feeling and coziness, means different things for different people. So keep that in mind. I don't want to spoil much. It's just, I think everyone should give this a go. Also, it's sci-fi. I really want to dip my toes, my feetsies into sci-fi, but I'm a bit too scared for that. I don't know why. I think I'm a bit like, I can't speak English, okay? English is my third language. Not to flex, but please, have some grace. Show me some mercy. I've heard lots of people say that this is a good starter for, let's say, if you want to start to get into sci-fi, if you never have read sci-fi. And so far I really like it. It's interesting. It's sweet. I don't know, it's sweet, but it does also have some themes of, I guess, deeper themes, some things that, you know, introspective, time to self-reflect type of vibes. And it does have some themes of, I guess, feeling lost. Again, I haven't finished it yet, so don't really know how it goes or how it ends or, you know, what happens at the end. But yeah, it's a nice read for what it is. And there's a second book in this series that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get. So this is book 1 and there's book 2. I don't exactly know how it's called, I'm sorry. I feel so defeated because I'm so tired, and the best way to describe this book is it's so nice. Wow. Amazing vocabulary, amazing descriptive skills. I will tell you more about this book once I actually finish it, when I'm not this tired. How about that? Anyways, so this is it for me. I yapped for so much. Glad I can't do this anymore. It's too late. I gotta go sleep. I'm actually gonna go sleep after this because I can't. I did this for you guys. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification belt. I look like I have like antennas and I'm trying to like reach the aliens that are in the universe somewhere. Anyways, apart from the antennas, thank you so much for being here. I will be back with God knows what. I don't know yet, but more about books. Yeah. Also, please listen to Rosalia's Lux new album because, oh Lord have mercy on me, I'm about to bust in the best way possible. It's in a beautiful album. Please do yourself the favor to actually go and listen to it, start to finish in one go. Take the time because it's heavenly. And that's that on that. And I'm gonna go snooze. Good night, everyone. Good morning. Good whatever it is for you. Hope you enjoyed me yapping about books. And I hope you also love books. Let me know what you're reading in November. Somewhere. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna go sleep because I'm not really here anymore. All the love to everybody, and I will talk to you next time, later, sometime.